Hi guys, so it is Friday and it is around like 2:40. What is on my face? Something. It's been a long day. Kaya woke up this morning at like 3 a.m. and was like not wanting to go back to bed. I don't know what her issue was. She's been sleeping so well through the night. And then like she has a random night where she's like, "Nope, just kidding. I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to stay asleep." And she wakes up at like 3 or 4. And it stinks because I think that's when John and I both get into our deep, deep sleep. And so it's like really hard to be like, awoken by this screaming. So because Ava had school today, we didn't want to leave her in her crib to scream it out like we usually would. So we got her out and we brought her our bed. And man, that girl takes up we have a queen size bed. John and I aren't huge people. I'm definitely not a huge person. And so there's lots of room. But when Kaya's in the bed, all that room disappears, and somehow John and I are, pushed to the ends of the bed. And she just, she rolls. It's like she's doing, baby gymnastics in her sleep. I don't know. Neither of us could sleep because she was kicking us, and you looked at her, and she had this huge smile on her face, so it was just terrible. And then my niece came. She is almost 9 months old, and she came because I watch her every Friday morning, and she came around 8:30. She was a little bit late today, and she, had the same kind of night. Woke up at 3 a.m. and was totally off schedule. So I had two little girls who were just completely off their schedule today, and I was exhausted and downing coffee. And Wyatt thankfully was really good today. He was very helpful with the girls. He cleaned up, messes. He didn't whine or complain. We had a rocky start to the morning because John had to leave early for work. So when Wyatt woke up, he was screaming. So I had to put him into his room until he settled down. But after that, he's been a peach. I'm really looking forward to Sunday because it's supposed to be 47 degrees. And if it's that warm and sunny, it's supposed to be sunny. We're going to take the Weehoo out so I can do my first review on it. I'm just sick of not being able to get any of my work done because of this darn weather. But yeah, it's Friday. I'm super excited. I don't know what I'm doing today. Ava has her piano lesson. My dad's actually picking her up from school because, as you guys know, we've had some car issues, which John's fixing it this weekend. It's nothing serious. It's just the alternator needs to be replaced, and it's really cheap to replace. But because it's not super reliable, my dad's picking Ava up from school, and then she's got a piano lesson here at 3:30. I'm probably going to maybe get dressed and do my hair. It's ridiculous right now. I got a new straightener in the mail from my friend Sam. She's so nice. She's just so nice. She's given me her hand-me-downs of her curling wand and her straightener, which I haven't had working curling iron or straightener in a long time. And the curling iron I had was burning my hair dye off of my hair, so that probably wasn't safe. And then my straightener was just sparking and didn't work. So anyways, I thought I would play with that today after John gets home because I need a little bit of a girly break. I leave for a few minutes to go take a poo. And then, they brought these toys upstairs into my bedroom from all the way in the basement. Kaya obviously didn't, Wyatt did, but still. I can't leave these kids alone for 5 seconds. There's... You want to be Sully? Guys need to learn how to play well together. You guys are like a choo-choo train. Choo-choo! Yeah. When Kaya's unhappy, she starts screaming now. So we're trying not to address her when she does that because we don't want her thinking that... We don't want her thinking that that's okay. She's got to learn the life of tough noogies. So the kids are watching Nemo. They're sitting on my bed and they're watching it because Ava's got a piano lesson downstairs, and it's the only way that I can keep them from running into the room and interrupting is by confining them into my bedroom with me. So I'm going to play with my hair straightener that I just got from Sam and maybe do my makeup. She also sent me this Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Auburn because I've been looking forever for it. And it's been sold out on Sephora. It's been sold out at our Sephora. And did I say online? Yeah, it's been sold out online. Just this color, and this is the color I needed. And so she was so sweet, and she sent it to me. So I'm going to play with this because I'm excited. So anyways, that's what we're going to do. Oh, it just beeped at me. Oh, look at that hair. Oh my gosh, it's doing something weird. This is such a fancy straightener, I don't know what to do. It's a wet to dry straightener too, so I'm supposed to be able to, even though my hair is a little damp from yesterday still, it's supposed to be able to, like, I don't know, I'm supposed to be able to use it without damaging my hair. Hopefully. This thing's amazing. Makes beepy noises too. How do I turn it off? I did my makeup. I feel like a teenage girl when I play with my makeup because it's so much fun to, like, you know, dabble and, I don't know, just put makeup on. I like it. But my hair got really straight and it doesn't look burnt or anything even though I did it wet. So I don't know if that's the Tresemme or I don't know if that's the hair straightener, but I'm pretty excited about that, and it doesn't feel burnt. It feels still soft. I'm waiting for John to get off the phone because I want to talk to him about maybe going through all the toys in the basement. I all of a sudden just got this weird urge to, like, do a bunch of things today. Like, all of a sudden I wanted to do my makeup, I wanted to play with the new hair straightener, I wanted to use the new dip brow stuff that Sam sent, and now I really have the urge to go downstairs. I had this urge earlier, but I couldn't really do it with Wyatt around because he usually freaks out when I start getting rid of toys. But we just have way too many toys. I've told myself numerous times that I'm holding on to them for, like, my grandkids or for, like, kids that come over that I babysit that are younger than Kaya. You know, I keep saying that to myself. But even when my niece comes over or the 4-month-old comes over, I don't even touch half the toys that I'm saving. So, our church, nursery, and preschool room, they don't budget to, like, buy toys. They are usually by donations. So I thought that I would just go through all of our toys, and instead of trying to sell them online or in the garage sale or something, I'm just going to separate the good ones out and then take those to the church and then separate the bad, not bad ones, but you know what I mean, like the older toys out, and then give those to Goodwill or something like that. But
okay, you too. Have a good weekend, Fred. Bye-bye.
Our basement is basically just overrun with toys, and I just have a really big urge to get rid of at least half of them. Like, I know that sounds extreme, but if you guys knew how many toys are hidden in those little boxes that nobody touches, it's overwhelming. So, yeah, I was just saying that I was saving them.
Oh, you're talking to the camera.
Yeah.
I thought you were just talking to yourself.
Why would I just sit here and talk to myself?
You do it a lot, Kelly.
I do talk to myself, but not like that intense. So I want to get rid of a bunch of toys downstairs tonight because I just am feeling really proactive about that. And then I want to dump them or take them to the church this weekend and to Goodwill this weekend and just get them out of the house. I want our lives kind of back. I feel like our house is overrun with kids' toys, which is fine because kids live here. But to a certain extent, it's like they don't need as many as they used to have. They're outgrowing them. So that's what I'd kind of like to do. And then I all of a sudden got the urge to cut bangs. I always, like, every 3 to 4 months I'll trim my bangs. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably see pictures, but not like bangs, but like, you know, side swept bangs. And then they grow out, and then I do this, but like, I'm really self-conscious about these wrinkles. I know people are like, they're not that bad. John's always like, they're not that bad, but I notice them. And so I like side swept bangs because they cover those up and make me look a little bit younger. So I all of a sudden was like, I want to cut bangs. So I was like texting my friend, and I'm like, I want to cut my bangs. Should I do it? And she's like, yeah, go ahead, do it. And then I would we switched back pictures of like when we had bangs back in time. And I've had some ugly bangs, but the ugly bangs were cut by my hairdresser because she's just not used to it. So now I'm the only one who's allowed to touch and cut my bangs. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to switch up. That was John. I'm going to switch or go through all the toys. Then I'm going to take a shower. Well, we're going to eat dinner. And
we gotta wait for the hot water.
We gotta wait for the hot water. I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna cut my bangs and hopefully not ruin them. And then maybe do a face mask. But it's Friday. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Ava's got a piano lesson tomorrow because it's to make up for a lesson that she's missing next month. So we have to be home around 3 for that. But John's gonna work on the alternator this weekend and fix the van. That's pretty much it.
What are you doing? Oh, you're filming us?
No.
We're frolicking.
Say it again, Daddy, again. Run, Kaya, run.
Go, 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 go. Whoa!
She just like John! This is why I vacuum my floors every day, sometimes twice a day. So I've officially opened my last bag of ketchup Lay's. I have one little bag of Ruffles left. It's a sad day. Kyle loves them. So while John starts dinner, I'm gonna go start going through toys downstairs.
Oh, I need to cut up an onion, though.
Yeah, it's in the fruit and vegetable bowl over there. What's that? Oh, don't do that. John almost ate raw meat as a joke, but it's still gross. Tendency to rearrange my room or living rooms or family rooms or any room at this drop of a hat, like just randomly I get the urge to just completely rearrange a room. So right now I really want to just I can't rearrange this room because the way our couch is set up, it doesn't really go anywhere else because the TV is bolted to the wall and all of these cubby shelves are bolted. So I can't really rearrange the room, but I can get rid of a bunch of these toys. We have some guests coming to stay with us in the next few days and then in the next month. So it's just kind of I'm feeling the itch to just declutter our house off of things that we don't need. And if I can pass it on to people who need it, works out for everybody. So that is what I'm going to do right now. I basically got my downstairs task that I wanted to done. We already ate dinner. I took a break to do that. But, so this is all cleared out now. I don't know if you remember a few seconds ago what was there. But this is all cleared out now. I had to get rid of these books. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. And then we moved. This thing was upstairs underneath the front window, and so we brought it down because those 3 bins now are the only things that have baby toys in it for my niece and my friend's baby who I watch on Tuesdays. So those will just be the strict baby toys. So when I come down here and I do floor time, I like being over here because the couch blocks the TV. So if Wyatt is watching his hour of TV, then that way the babies don't see the screen because I'm just weird about babies and screen time for some reason. So, especially if they're not my kids, I don't know. So, and then his trains, his Matchbox cars, and his Legos are all there. So this is kind of this front half is the kid front, because then you have over here this shelf and then the bathroom. And then over there, I tried to just clear out for the sitting area. I'm really sad though, because now that I moved the trampoline, if you haven't noticed in my house, there's a lot of chipped paint, there's a lot of marker and nail polish on the walls. From Wyatt and the kids, just knocking stuff into the walls, scraping stuff against the walls, coloring on the walls. And I refuse to repaint. I refuse until my youngest is old enough not to do those things too. It's hard for me to want to spend the time and energy to repaint my whole house when I just know that Kaya's going to get to that stage and it's going to be over, bad again. So before I was strategically placing furniture over all those chipped paints all over the walls. I literally thought, okay, I'm going to put this here because there's chip paint and then nobody will see it. Well, I'm getting rid of stuff, so now people are going to see my chip paint. So, anybody else do that? Strategically place things over drawings or chip paint or something. I painted this whole house the year that we moved in here. So it's just for me, it's hard to want to repaint it again with the kids the way they are. There's nail polish upstairs in the hall on the wall. John's really tired from a long day at work. And not sleeping last night because of Kaya. Oh man. And then this wall still looks the same. I cleared this off. That's all John's work junk. And then in that corner is the stuff that I want to give to my niece. And then I have to disinfect all of these little shapes in here because my niece was sick and she slobbered all over all of them. And so I want to wash them before I put them back in the kids' toy collection. And then I'll show you the upstairs, because the upstairs doesn't look that much different, but I mean, I got rid of stuff and I'm like proud of myself. So there's the 2 big bags of toys that we're going to send to Goodwill. I already have the stuff that we're taking to the church, like the bigger things, in the car with the trampoline. And then basically, like I said, I moved that like cubby bench thing. It used to be right there against the wall. That's now downstairs. So that just kind of like opens up our living room a little bit more. I want warm weather so I can get rid of that weehoo. I'm so tired of it being in our living room because I just want to like, I want to get outside and ride it. And then down here are the ride-along toys. One of them's like underneath the end table and the other one's in front because that weehoo's in the way. And then we have 1 bin of toys down here that I like totally cleared out. There's like hardly any toys in there. I just burped / hiccuped. That was weird. And yeah, so I am exhausted now from doing all of that.
No pans.
There's no pans.
Kaya handed me this book.
Hey,
and
Nakey
I
baby.
started reading it and then she walked away.
She didn't want to read Little House on the Prairie.
It's actually called Little Town on the Prairie.
Yeah, I was close enough. So yeah, so this is a little kiddie area. I wish our lighting was better down here. It's terrible. Like if anybody, I don't know. I shouldn't
for
say.
Watching TV at night.
Yeah, it's good for if we had time to watch TV at night. Kaya's basking in the one-on-one attention with Daddy. The 2 older kids are upstairs in Wyatt's room sleeping. Ava likes to sleep with Wyatt on the weekends. And Kaya's like, I've got Daddy and Mommy all to myself. And we're having trouble getting up off our butts.
I'm not doing anything else tonight. I don't know what the kitchen looks like. I'm going to bed.
Everything in the house is clean but the kitchen.
What's wrong? Where's the donkey?
Now I'm going to do a face mask and wait for my bangs to dry. Because one lesson I've learned after, let's see, I've been cutting my bangs since high school, so over a decade now. One thing I've learned is never cut your bangs, if you're doing it by yourself, never cut your bangs while they're wet. Because they will dry shorter. And no matter how much you think, it's okay, trust me, never cut them wet. So I'm going to do a face mask because that takes about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'm going to cut my bangs after that. I think John's going to go take a shower, and then I'm going to cut my bangs. I don't know, try to turn it off, let's see what it looks like. They can see me still. Creepy. Do you remember that show? Or was it a book? I think it was a show. Are You Afraid of the Dark?
No.
Well, you're too old for that show, I think.
Are you afraid of the dark?
I used to be. I used to need a nightlight. Mm-hmm.
Things make noises in the dark.
Things do make noises in the dark.
Like the bugs in the house.
Shut up, stop, seriously. He always does that. He tries to freak me out. Oh, there's some there. But anyways, I'm going to do a face mask, which I'll probably do a firming one because these things right here are getting me down. So John's showering, but this is the face mask I wanted to do. It's a collagen plus smart filler mask. So it's a 2-step mask. I freaked out when I saw that it was a 2-step mask. There's a little gel in here and then here because I was like, oh no, what if there's no English instructions? But there are. So I don't have to go to Instagram. Somebody on Instagram was like, next time you have that issue, just take a picture and then I'll translate for you, which is so awesome that I now know people that will do that for me, because before I would have been totally clueless. But this one, thankfully, is in English. So the first step after you wash your face, which I have, I always keep scissors near my face masks because I've noticed that some of them are a pain to get open. So I keep these here. Is you cut this open and then you take this mask base and then you wipe or massage it into your skin, I guess. So that's what I'm going to do. Again, if I'm looking at you or the camera instead of you, it's because I don't have any mirror anymore since John's taking a shower and it's all foggy. Alrighty. Ooh, this feels nice. I don't really know what this is. So my friend Ning, as you guys know, if you watched my Learning to Be Me episode 2, she said that I should massage my face a few minutes every day or a few seconds or whatever in an upward motion help with wrinkles and circulation. So that is what I have started to do, because I figure anything helps, right? I don't know. Stuff is taking kind of forever to absorb. I don't know if it's all supposed to absorb or some of it. I don't know. What does this say? It says gently wrap the face with your hands. What does that mean, like wrap my face with my hands? I don't understand. John, do you know what that means? He's gonna pretend like he's not in the shower right now because he's on camera. Oh.
I didn't hear what you were saying.
Oh. What does wrapping my face with my hands mean?
I think it means what it means.
What does that mean?
Wrapping your face with your hands.
I don't, well, it makes no sense.
You have to spit a sweet rhyme while you like move your hands around your face.
I have such a doofy laugh. My brothers and sister used to make fun of me. They said I sounded like Beavis and Butthead. My siblings were really mean to me growing up. Oh, Naked John. It says to put the mask on, step 2. So I'm gonna cut that. Be careful when you cut off because you don't want to like cut the mask. So I usually like feel where the gooiness stops. I hope this one's got a bigger mouth hole for my big mouth. Because the other one was not so generous. I never know how to unwrap these and I feel stupid. Here we go. Ooh, it's hot in here. What are you doing?
Hairy back.
Stop showing your hairy back. I'm gonna leave that in.
Can you put my dirty clothes in that thing?
Oh, you lazy son of a... So while I rest comfortably, I am going to watch the new episode of Parenthood, which is one of my favorite shows. Okay, so it has been 20 minutes. Okay, so I know it's probably just like a placebo effect and it's probably my imagination, but I swear every single time I take off a face mask, like I feel like my face looks immediately, not like younger, but just like awake or fresher or something. Like I feel like I should start doing these face masks in the morning instead of at night because, I don't know. So I'm gonna pat the excess into my face. I looked super Asian there, didn't I? And then I'm gonna cut my bangs. Okay, so the look I am going for is just a very thick side swept bang because I do this about 3 to 4 times a year and then, you know, it'll grow out really nicely and then just be a longer side swept bang and then eventually I'll just cut them again. So like I said, I've been doing this since I was in high school, so I pretty much know exactly where to cut. I always part on my left side for some reason. It's just, I think subconsciously it's because I'm better at doing my left eyebrow than I am my right eyebrow, so this way it like covers up my right eyebrow. So there is my thick side bang. It also looks nicer when I wear my hair up to like have a little bit of like side bang going on. So now I am pretty much going to go brush my teeth, go get some chapstick for John because he lost his and mine is in my purse. And then I'm going to finish my TV show and then I'm going to go to bed. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow yet, but we're going to try to, I don't know. Who knows what we do on our weekends, but well, you guys do because you see us every weekend. But yeah, so I will talk to you guys all in my next video and then you'll see if the bangs thing actually worked out with my hair long. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.